Ladies, gentlemen, and those not restricted by binary definitions of gender, I hope you're hungry because it's time for some leftovers. This recap for the arc Labyrinthian Memories covers episodes 4 to 9 of Into the Gridge.
Not long after the Gru slayed the Thessal Hydra, they were once again asked to do some work for the town. This time, being set upon to investigate a series of disappearances. The group followed the clues found at a nearby farm and discovered a strange, smoky affliction that had taken hold of many of the nearby animals, resulting in their untimely deaths. Following this trail, the group ended up back in the maze, much to their chagrin, although they did find some sweet dynamite on the way inside. Once the Gru were fully back in the clutches of the maze, they had to navigate a series of deadly puzzles and ferocious monsters. However, rather than call pest control when they found some giant fire beetles, the Gru decided to get some pets. Big was the most fond of his new companion, affectionately naming him Small McLarchuge. It was around this time that the Gru also slew a green hag, and Glunkus took a grisly trophy. He fed the Grag's right hand to his mushroom, but surprisingly, instead of being consumed, it simply merged with the shroom, giving this semi-sentient sidekick a bit more agency. Further, in the ever-changing tunnels of the maze, the Gru found their quarry. They met up with the Icon Valley's captain of the guard, a battle-axe-wielding woman named Aedwin, as well as a few of her men. The now rather sizable team continued to push on into the maze until they eventually ran into a room that broke the pattern. Through the next door was a chapel dedicated to the god of chaotic good, Pizza, the same god that Brenda follows. Brenda recognized the chapel as the one from the abbey she took refuge in, after running away from home. And that's not where the similarities ended. The kindly nun that had showed Brenda the ways of Pizza was also here. Or so they thought. After a tense confrontation, they defeated the illusory nun, leaving Brenda shaken as the journey continued. However, the next room was also a harrowing ordeal for a member of the Gru. The next chamber was seemingly an open field and a village being ravaged by orcs. Come to find out, the maze was once again drawing on memories of the Gru, this time attacking Maureen's past, forcing her to relive the day she lost her brother, girlfriend, and entire village. Despite her best efforts, Maureen could do nothing to alter history, leading to a Gru that was physically, mentally, and emotionally raw. At this point, Enoch was finally able to enter the picture, once again welcoming the Gru into their sanctum, although not without considerable effort and opposition to the corrupted maze. After a bit of a screaming match with Maureen, Enoch revealed that they and their partner Kava were responsible for the creation of the maze, although in recent years it had become corrupted and perverted by a mysterious black smoke. Enoch implored the Gru to help them destroy the maze, freeing both their and Kava's spirits. The Gru reluctantly agreed, and after blasting their way out of Enoch's sanctum with dynamite, they found themselves in the original center chamber of the maze. A violent battle ensued, where the Gru battled with the very terrain they stood on. Eventually, they were victorious, shattering Kava's connection to the heart of the maze and freeing the souls of the two explorers that had been trapped in the maze for centuries. Enoch's dying act was to recharge their sword, the one Penny was wielding, allowing the Gru and surviving guards to teleport to safety as the mountain imploded. After witnessing the destruction from across the valley, the Gru finally returned to Icon Valley for some much-needed rest.